Roblox is filled with tons of nasty content, and so today, I'm joined by my friend Chicken Thug, and together, we're gonna go through the Roblox iceberg, starting from surface level stuff, going all the way down to disturbing topics. A fair warning, some of these topics are quite disturbing, so if you get scared or disgusted easily, please click off this video. And without further ado, let's get into the first tier. Roblox UGC is user-generated content. It refers to players creating items that can be later used to customize your characters in-game. And that's really about it. David is the CEO of Roblox. I don't really know why this is on here, but here you go, it is. John Doe refers to the player John Doe. Most people think of him as a myth, similar to Guest 666, but John Doe refers to a placeholder name. They were most likely used to test Roblox, being the first Roblox players technically. Roblox scams are pretty common on the app. There are a ton of scams on Roblox, I'm sure you all know that, so there's not much to say for this entry except just don't trust sketchy websites. Roblox noobs, obviously referring to new players of the game, typically being little kids. They tend to have mixed up usernames of just random letters and numbers and be terrible at every single game they play. Roblox egg hunts. For those who don't know, Roblox used to do egg hunts, where you could get free items by finding the eggs. It was a really cool event that many enjoyed, including me. The last egg hunt I played, I got half of the eggs, but I lost the account and I can't get the items back, and I don't think I'll ever get the items back, which really sucks. However, Roblox has since stopped doing egg hunts due to it being a religious holiday, I believe, which is so sucky because, I mean, Roblox, come on, that's a sucky reason. Scam bots. Roblox scam bots are everywhere. They are most often found in groups where they can be seen spamming the link to a weird site trying to get your password. Don't click on any of these links, they're not real. These are similar to Roblox scams, and these are probably just the same thing. I don't know why it's separated. This is the last entry for Tier 1, and it's Slunders. Roblox Slunders is a style that was really popular in 2020, where people would do strange stuff with this style. And like everyone hated them and compared them to bacons for some reason, but anyway, they're still around today. They use the stick face and the core blocks leg mostly, and they always had a 55-year-old Ekin. My friend is going to be covering this next year, so let's hear it from Chicken Thug.
Thank you, Toxic, for bringing me on. My name is Chicken Thug. I'm a bit new to the platform, but without further ado, let's just get into this. 1x1x1 was an account for lore made by Shaletsky, who was the former VP engineer at Roblox. While the actual 1x1 account was made in around May 25th, 2010, he would later stop being active, but rumors would come out of him being owned by a hacker, but they have been debunked, just like the Jane Doe and John Doe situation. Shirts and Pants is a song that was also made by Shaletsky, and he made the song to promote shirts and pants being added to the game.
Roblox. Shirts and shirts. And shirts.
Roblox
And shirts.
Roblox shirts Roblox brings you
Pants.
and pens.
Roblox brings you pants. Roblox brings you pants.
And pens.
And pants.
I don't know why it was added in. It does sound a little cryptic, but I guess it's just because of the weird voices. Lobo, I don't know, I'm just gonna say Lobo, was essentially the Chinese version of Roblox, but it was shut down in 2021, which terminated millions of accounts. Ruben Sim is a huge case. I'm not exactly sure on it, but in the description is literally the entire court case document. You can go check it out for yourself. Exploiting. So when I did my research on this, I got either people talking about hacking in certain games or actual coding scripts for hacking, but I most likely think this is talking about exploits and hackers that terrorize Roblox games, pretty much just making the game not fun. A ticket, also known as Tix, was a former Roblox currency that was alongside Robux. It was introduced in August 2007. Tix were earned by players through various methods, including visiting the site daily and having other users to visit their place. But on April 14th, 2016, Tix were removed from the game and any remaining balances were forfeited to make Robux the only currency. There were methods available to view users' Tix balance through the web API after the removal, although these methods no longer work. Eric Castle was the co-founder administrator in the form of vice president of engineering on Roblox. He was fairly active on the website, but he would sadly pass away aged 45 on February 11th, 2013. Liminal spaces. So I couldn't find much info on this one. I am pretty sure, however, this is talking about all the liminal space community on Roblox, or all the games based off like Backrooms, or this could also be based off old nostalgic places that are found in Roblox, such as old games, such as, for example, maybe natural disaster survival, or the old house. Dynablox is one of the 3 names to be considered for Roblox during its early development, along with GoBlox and, of course, Roblox. It was actually registered under the domain of Dynablox.com by Jim Stevens on December 12, 2003, but it would be later scrapped in favor for Roblox in early February 2004. It could still be used as a redirect until late 2020. Now, it was proven that Dynablox was actually an early version of Roblox because of an early mock-up image that was presented at a BloxCon. Meep City Parties was a feature that was added in the game Meep City in September 2016. However, it would be removed in 2022. This was because of inappropriate behavior that would happen within these parties. Roblox Gooners. These are some of the worst people to be found on Roblox. Now, it can be described in many things. Either people using certain things in the game on their avatar that makes them very inappropriate or over-sexualized. It could also be certain games that are over-sexualized. Most of the time, though, these games are more clickbait-ish. But it's very inappropriate. And to be honest with you, I'd rather just stick with the old skins that we had back in, like, 2017. So what I got from this was the first ever Roblox commercial, and it came out in 2011, and it was made by Chaletsky with the help of many other popular developers at the time. In order for them to make the scenes, though, they had to use a hacked Roblox client, which I think was pretty cool. However, it would not be finalized and sent out to wide areas of the nation because of the fact that they had lack of funding, so it couldn't really be aired on major TV networks. However, from what I've read, it said it had aired in Miami, Philadelphia, and Salt Lake City. Alright, and with that ends off tier 2. So I'm gonna head back to Toxic right now. So, back to you, Toxic.
Indian moderators is obviously referring to Indian moderators. Now, this isn't really a bad thing other than when Roblox moderators log off and go to sleep, Indian moderators get on, and there's typically less of them, so it's easier to bypass moderation between that time, but that's all I can really say about this. Sonic Eclipse Online was owned by the user Dr. Rofatnik, who has since been terminated. But before I explain why that's important to know, the game was taken down by Sega for infringing copyright. Dr. Rofatnik was making real-life money off this game, which is illegal, so he was taken to jail for it, but that's not all Doc had. See, he had some dark and edgy humor, and posted jokes about, well, rape, as well as calling young girls who worked on his game sex slaves. He also talked about being an old man with kids in his basement. It was later found out that Doc had messaged a preteen saying, "You're the reason why I'm gonna end up behind bars." He did pretty weird stuff, and eventually it caught up with him, and he's been behind bars ever since. Abductions in Roblox. One has recently happened this year. A 10-year-old girl got kidnapped by a man she met on Roblox. The case involved Roblox and Discord, unsurprisingly. Many abductions cases on Roblox happen. In fact, way too many. This isn't a common thing that happens on Roblox, but it's definitely something to be worried about. But this also isn't the only case of people getting abducted on Roblox. GoBlocks. It's one of the 3 names that were considered for using for Roblox early development, along with Dinoblocks and then finally Roblox. Nothing really special about this one other than it's the first name of Roblox. Beat the Lions. I think this is referring to a Roblox minigame before avatar-controlled games existed. During 2004 and 2005, when Roblox was in beta, players would play minigames and earn Roblox points. In this particular minigame, the player's vehicle might have to run from the lions. It was a very popular game for the time, being in the top games for quite a while. Obama Bike is a Roblox creepypasta. It's also known as the Ghost Bicycle. It's an unsure myth, but it's just a white Roblox bike driving itself. The myth goes something like this. The Obama Bike is a bike in the game Roblox City, which moves by itself, as if it was driven by an actual player. The myth was made popular by a YouTuber named Green LegoCats123, who showcased it in a video posted on October 31st, 2019, titled "The Scariest Thing I've Ever Seen in a Roblox Game." Roblox condo games are a genre in Roblox promoting sex. In the games, you get in weird position with other Roblox characters, and well, you know what happens from there. Most of these games also have certain points enabled in them, which is against Roblox terms of service, and you can't find any normally. You'll find a lot of servers on Discord for it, giving out links to the games. They're mostly hidden due to it not being allowed on the app. However, it's more dangerous than it seems. Not only is it harmful to young children, but the Discord servers and games bring in an older audience, which are all pedos. Mostly older people are in these servers looking for younger people to groom on these games. It's a huge scheme and nothing is being done about it. I suggest staying away from these for your own good. Korean Roblox is suggesting the influx of Korean players entering the Roblox app. It might be this low due to language reasons, but I think that's about it. I mean, a lot of these games might be weird too, but I couldn't find much on this entry. I don't know what this is exactly referring to, but I do know that the BBC has reported on Roblox more than once. There's a ton of articles on it due to Roblox not being safe for kids. Some will be linked in the description if you want to read them. I'm going to hand it back to Chicken Thug, and he's going to cover Layer 4, and then we're going to come back together to cover Layer 5 together.
Hey guys, miss me? Alright, let's get on to it. So, I had done a lot of research trying to find out about this. This man was one of the most disgusting people I've ever seen on the internet. He was a child predator. He was known for his many games, but his account would be terminated. He would send illegal pornography to children and use other persona just to get away with his crimes. With one of his accounts being an 18 plus NSFW account. This man has to be one of the most disgusting people I've ever read on. He did a lot of bad stuff. So these next few things are a little triggering to some people, so quick warning. But going really deep into this stuff, I discovered there have basically been happening like multiple cases of child molestation happening off Roblox messages or getting people to be influenced through Roblox messages. There has also been cases of Roblox score being hacked in the game or put in game files. Sometimes it would be used in normal games but the age restriction has to be raised up. There's also scripts that people do to make inappropriate things happen to people's characters, and I've heard of it quite a bit. It's disgusting. Despite Roblox's moderation, as tough as they try to get it to be, people still manage to do this, which is very sad. This is also a very sad thing. This also is a bit tragic, so bear with me here. The Roblox University Columbine map refers to a map made by a group called the Active Shooter Studios that has gained notoriety for creating Roblox maps that replicate real-life mass shootings, including the infamous tragedies at Columbine, Uvalde, and Parkland, as well as mass shootings conducted by white supremacist groups and other extremist groups. Now, I tried searching around as much as I could for this smiley face thingy, but after around 20 minutes of searching, all I could really find was just a Roblox face, just a normal Roblox smiley face, so there wasn't much to assume off this. It was probably some creepy thing or creepy command. This one's either going to be good or bad, but this can also trigger people. This one's just a really bad one to hear about. So there are people in the Roblox community that either make fun of 9/11 or like making memorials. Now, I think memorials is just fine, but there are actual people trying to recreate the event, trying to support the people who did it. It's disgusting. Alright, so $I love you was a command on Roblox, and in some games, if you type the command in chat and then you click speak for the command, your screen will change to a man wearing a clown mask, and it looks like he's rubbing his face or something. The only way to pretty much get rid of it off your screen is to reset your character. And from this, it just looks like it was something that the creator added as some sort of sense of humor or something to scare people or little kids. It was just, I don't know. It's pretty much just, I don't know why it was even put in there. It's not even that scary. It just looks like he's putting on like a bunch of lotion on his face or something. It's really funny, actually, kind of. So, guys, we've made it on to the 5th tier. I know, video almost over. Woohoo. But, this one was split between me and Toxic, so let's just get straight into it. So, from what I got from this, even though it said don't research it, obviously, you know, I had to research it, sort of for the sake of the video, but I got a very detailed description. So, this is what it said. 2017, October 2nd, Monday, at 2:11 a.m., Roblox user Jared Poggy123 Kaba was hacked, and basically the hacker uploaded child pornography to the Roblox forum under the title Cheese Pizza, and it was like this really disgusting incident. Now luckily it was removed about 20 minutes afterwards, but not only did I have child porn, I had some gore, but this user and this whole incident was actually the entire reason why Roblox forums were entirely banned. Block Schooner. When I tried researching this, it didn't really get me to anywhere, except for the original page where they got this iceberg. I don't think Toxic actually mentioned it at all, but the original iceberg was made by IcyThanks9378 on Reddit, so big shout out to him for making this iceberg. So, with Tier 5, I only covered 2 things. These next things are going to be covered by Toxic, so let's introduce him in.
We are now down to the final 3 things, so let's just jump right into it. Ghost on Roblox. I can't find anything for this one other than a Roblox player named Melvin who died of cancer in 2008. There was an item called the Transparent Ghost Shaggy made just for him, but it was deleted for no reason, and no one knows why. This entry could be referring to ghosts of dead people haunting Roblox or something like Herobrine from Minecraft, but that's really all I know. I can't find anything for this entry other than the game Thrillville on Roblox and a few videos, but that's about all I could find for this entry. I don't really know what it's referring to. This is the last and final entry on this iceberg, and it talks about the neo-Nazi roleplay groups on Roblox, although I don't think much of this is actually roleplay. They engage in weird and disgusting behavior, and this is also probably referring to the ACE neo-Nazi groups on Roblox, but hey, who can tell? That's all I can really find on this. But anyway, that's it for our iceberg. Thanks for watching. It's sad how much of this stuff happens on Roblox, really. Make sure to sub to my friend who helped me with this video. It helped me a lot, and goodbye.